Hey, hey, how's everyone doing? So, it's a gloomy little Sunday afternoon, but it's okay. Still find happiness, right? Anyway, what's everybody up to this Sunday? I wanted to just hop on real quick and show you guys just a few little things. So, as you can see on the description, 2 days left. It's really today and tomorrow. Club, 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 club. So, I'm going to show you a few things that if you are a part of my club, that you will get things to do. You will get a transfer to do many, many, many projects. Okay. So this, I just got our March yesterday. I was so excited to get it so that I could show you guys. Now, here's the thing, y'all, because, some of y'all might just be like me. I am not real farmhousey. Okay. I have said it before. I am French country. That is truly what I love. So you're not going to find a lot of barns and things like that in my house. I do have a church, like a metal church. I have a lot of flowers and that kind of thing. But farmhouse, I don't have a lot of just straight farmhouse. But I like to incorporate some of the little things in and just make it my own. And that's what's so cool about the monthly transfer. Because this one is called Farm Words. Okay, you've got Home Sweet right here. Simply Blessed, Farm Fresh, and Eat Local. So I'm going to use them and make them my own. And I'm going to show you how. Okay, so for the month of February only, you are going to get the February transfer, which is this one. Okay, I did this with it. It's a cool little thing that I did. And I did this one. And that is actually the whole transfer. And this is cardboard. So you can see the whole transfer. So there's, and I did 2 other things. They're just upstairs. So you can see that you can do several things and take it and do what you want to do with it and make it your own. Okay. In the month of February, you are going to get the February transfer of that one. 3 sample pastes. Let me show you that. I should have got one of those out. Now, the colors that you get, it'll be, coordinating colors. They will go together. But this is what a sample paste looks like. There's quite a bit of paste in there, so you can make several projects, okay? You will get 3 coordinating colors. They will coordinate with each other. And your transfer, plus, in February, 5 extra transfers. So the 5 transfers are retired from years past. They will be exclusive transfers that club members then got. So it's really a great deal, y'all. So for $19.99 plus tax, you will get all that. Okay, shipping is free. Plus, not only that, but when you are part of this club, you will also get exclusive offers during each month, for each month, only for you. And you also get great shipping discounts and discounts on other items that are in the shop. So it's just a really great deal if you don't want to go all in, or if you just want to do something that monthly, you get something that comes to your door that you can make a craft with and have something different. That's what it's for. So I think it's just a great thing. All right, so today I am going to use this March, and I'm going to use, this is our 3-piece wood surface, also in my shop. And if anyone is interested, please hit the heart button and type in the word club, and I will be glad to send you the information on the club and the surfaces and everything that I used today. So I will say this, if you do, because we sold a lot in February. We actually sold out of the February transfer, but they have ordered more, so you will get it. But I would say that when you join the club, you might just want to go and maybe after you join, get maybe a standard paste, one of our standard jars of paste, maybe in white or black and white, whatever. Maybe just stick with one or the other, and a squeegee, one of our squeegees. Very good idea just to have. You know, then you can just start crafting immediately. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I am going to, I don't have a huge thing in mind here, but I mean, I kind of know what I'm going to do. Kind of, you know. It's like I said yesterday, I don't, you know, I kind of just wing it. Okay, so this barn, now, standard barns, what? Red, right? Red barn, that's standard. Not in my house. So my house, my standard barn is going to be gray. You know, it's just going to be a gray barn, and I'm going to do black doors. You know, because that'll go with my house. And then you'll see, I'm just going to do some other colors. So we're going to put the barn on this small one. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I normally just score my transfers instead of cut them apart. But I think it's going to be easier for me to do these if I just go ahead and cut them apart. And that's what the lines are on them. So in this one, you have several different transfers, individual transfers. I really like transfers like this because you can do so much with it. Not that I won't with the other either. The ones that have everything on it, like the February transfer, I still will do like I did with that one and not use like the swirly or whatever. I mean, you just do whatever you want with it. That's the cool thing. And before I forget, y'all, because I get on here and just start rambling and forget a lot. Yesterday during the live, was it yesterday or the day before? Anyway, when I made my Easter wreath, I think that was the day before, I had said that I had been crafting for a long time and that I was going to show you guys the very first craft that I made when I was a young girl pregnant with my first baby. And couldn't afford a diddly squat as far as decorations go, but I still wanted to decorate for Easter. So this is my very first ever. Can y'all see it? So I hand drew everything on. I had colored pencils. And I found this at Walmart, and look, you can see my little ribbon. I need to glue her little ribbon back on. But I found this at Walmart, and it was 50 cents, and I bought it. First craft of my life. Crazy, right? I know. She's just gonna sit back there. I just thought it was funny when we were moving, I found that, and I was like, oh my gosh. Am I a hoarder? I don't know. Okay, so let me cut these apart real quick because I am going to use most of it some way or another. I'm not going to use Farm Fresh. I don't think. I don't know. We'll cut it apart and we'll see. I love though how it's in cursive and it's so pretty writing. I mean, I could never just freehand that. I could never. So our surfaces are really already smooth. You know, some people, hey there, how are you? I'm originally from Kentucky as well. I am from northeast Kentucky, but I live in Georgia now. Been here since I was 9, so long time. But so our surfaces really, I mean, they're wood. This one is one of the wood surfaces. So a lot of the times, people will sand them down. I like the way they look. You can kind of see they're a little bit distressed. I like that look. And I'm just going to leave them like that. So let's do the barn first. And I am going to fuzz it since this is a new transfer. And let's see how this goes. Let's see. I do like the barns. I think they're very pretty, like I just said, I am from Kentucky originally, and the barns at there, gosh, I do remember some of the barns, the tobacco barns where I'm from, were absolutely beautiful. I do remember that. And I've seen some barns down here as well. I'm closer to Atlanta, so the farm life is not it's not really, I mean, where I live now is more farm. I'm actually 15 miles from Alabama, so there is more farmland, but we tend to stay in the city kind of because I'm more of a city girl. Oh, Bowling Green. Okay. Yep, so we have family everywhere up there. Louisville. You know, there's times that I really miss Kentucky. I miss the Kentucky, maybe ways. I don't know if that's the word, but because I know a lot of people think, oh, Kentucky's the South, Kentucky. But really, Georgia was a totally different place when we moved down here. It wasn't at all like Kentucky, and it was still supposed to be, you know, that southern thing. So, okay, this is it. So, I'm just going to squeegee on my colors. Now, again, I'm going to go with gray. I'm going to use the color Storm, which is a gray for my barn. And then I'm going to use black for the door. And I've used this several times, y'all, but okay. Let me throw that away. Alrighty, now I'm just going to mix this up some. Now, with our chalk paste, if you find that it gets too dry, you can just spray a little distilled water. You want to use distilled. Don't use tap. You'll open it up and it'll smell real funky and look real funky. That kind of scares you, what's in the tap water, right? Not really. I think they have to use a lot of chemicals. So anyway, so mine's good. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to avoid the door. Try to avoid the door. All right. I used too much, so I'll just put that right back in there. And just squeegee it on, y'all. That simple. You know, you could do the whole thing in the one color. You know, you don't have to do different colors. I just like sometimes depth, and I think that colors do that. You know, with when you're painting or anything like that, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to add anything other than a color difference to give some depth. So that's what I like. All right. Super simple. Y'all, it's so funny. I went back and watched my videos because, you know, when you're doing something, you want to say, okay, what could I have done different? Or could I have done anything different? Or that kind of thing. And y'all, one thing I noticed, and I don't know if y'all are like this or not, but one thing I noticed, I make the goofiest faces. What in the world? You know, when you're concentrating or you're doing something, you got, you know, your tongue out, you're holding your mouth crazy. What in the world? And I was like, gosh, Shonda, what? I mean, but I don't think there's anything I can do to stop that. Y'all, I'm just concentrating and then you get the crazy look. It's just that simple. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now, let me open up my black here. Give it a little stir. And now, I'm going to use my little tool on this. Now the transfers are silk screens. They are sticky. They are reusable for many, many projects. They say 12, up to 12, but honestly, y'all, my mini buffalo plaid one, I promise you I've used more than 12 times, and it's still going strong. So I'm not saying that, you know, 12 is not the magic number, and I'm not sure if anybody really knows the magic number, but I think it's a lot of how you take care of them as well. Okay, get off the excess and put that back in here. And peel and reveal. Ready? cute, right? What? I love it. Y'all, I may have to go back and hand draw on a C. My husband's last name is Covell. I said that. So my honey's last name is Covell, and I try to, you know, when I'm doing anything like that with initials, I try to go with the C and not the S for my name. Okay, so just put it back on your backer sheet, take it to the sink, wash it. Simple, okay? So I'm just gonna let that over there and let it dry. Now for the next one, I am going to, let me do this one next because I know what I want to put on it. I'm iffy on the other one. Okay, so this one I'm going to do Home Sweet Home. Okay, so, and now the home I'm going to break apart. So I'll do the H-O and then the M-E. But you could have just put that on the block, the little block as well. Would have been super cute. You could do different colors. You could do whatever you want. You could also, which I had thought about doing, but I'm going to use the little windmill somewhere else. The little windmill, you could use as your O in that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use it. I'm going to use it on my other one. Okay, so let's try to get this in the middle. I think this is the hardest part for me because I'm a little, probably too anal with it. Okay, that there. We'll do that there and that there. Yeah. Okay, let me look at it, y'all. See if we're good. Yep. All right. This I am going to do. So this is Dusty Blue. Dusty Blue is my favorite color in the world. Again, my mama calls it Old Man Blue, and laughs every time the fact that that is my favorite color. So it is my accent color in my house, and I always tend to go to it anytime I'm decorating, and I have for years. So I had determined, I was like, you know, I guess if I had to pick a favorite color, I guess that'd be it. You know, though I do love all colors. I think most people, you know, really do love color. It's just what your preference as far as decorating goes. Or wearing clothes. I don't wear a lot of that color, which is really funky, but I don't. Alright, so I'm going to do this in that blue. Does not take much. Alright. Let me get some of these out of the way because I'll stick my finger in it sure as everything. Because that's just what I'll do. Okay. Fill that one up. Put that there. Take it to the sink. That's that part. I love that color, y'all. Alright, let me just dry it just a little bit because I'm going to use the transfer on the top, or on the bottom of it, and I don't want it to stick and pull my paste off. Dries super quick. Not that quick. Y'all, it's ridiculous. Why do we got to be so impatient, you know? Why? Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, now let's use this one. Buzz it. I could have went with different colors on this, but I am going to add this little vine, so that'll be a different color on here. Alright, so this is going to be the tricky part, but we're just going to have to roll with it. Hopefully that'll work. Okay. squeegee on. Excess in. Very simple, y'all. And if alright, so y'all don't mind the fire alarm. My husband is washing cars, and Jim loves to use the blower to dry the car, and he loves to leave the garage door open, right? Which is where a fire alarm is, which is connected to all the other fire alarms in the house. Therefore, we get to hear it all the time. So far, so good. Oh, I love that man of mine. Oh my goodness. Let me dry this because I am going to have to get close to it. Lord, y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go. He must have fanned the fumes. And you want to hear something funny? He's a fireman. He's in the death phase though, his fire career, so a little different. Oh, I'll have to come see Mitzi. Okay, I think we're good, yeah. Alright. So, let's put the M and the E on. And I'm going to try to get this as straight as possible. Oh my goodness, he's got it back on, y'all. Y'all have anybody in your life that just really tries your patience? Like, I'm talking really tries them? Yeah, me neither. Just kidding. Me neither. I haven't had someone like that in my life for 29 years. No, not me. Y'all, he cracks me up. I just tell people, you know what? Just let him do his thing, y'all. Just let him do it. It's easier. Alright. I don't think I'm going to use that color again, but I may. So let's just stick that there. Alrighty, let's hope that this... Oh, you know what I forgot to do, y'all? No, never mind, I did fuzz it. Jim done got me all flustered with the fire alarm. There we go. Alright, back on the backer sheet. Now, I am going to, just so everyone knows, this is going to be a part of my tier tray. So, that's what I'm going to do with it. That's what we have so far, y'all. I know it's simple. It's just simple. This is really kind of my motif. I like kind of just the simple, and then I'll put flowers around it, that kind of thing. But I am going to use this little flower with it. So, let me give this a quick dry over here. And then we will put the flower on it. Now the cool thing about this 3-piece set too is you can stack it. So your theme could all go together and you could stack it together. And I guess you could mine as well. It's a little different just because, well, no, you could. You totally could. And I'll show you at the end how we can. I will not, because again, it's going in my tier tray, so it will not be able to be stacked, but you certainly can. Okay, so let's do this. And I am going to use the color Eucalyptus for this. And I'm just fuzzing it, y'all. Sorry, fuzzing. When I go over there, just fuzzing. A little fuzzing cloth. It had a lid on it, we're good. Okay, so I am just going to do that there, just to give it kind of just some cuteness. nothing big. Let me get rid of this real quick. And open my eucalyptus. I put these little things back on here, and I'm just going to leave them off because I think they caused me more problems than I should let them. All right, I'm going to use my little tool again. And I just used this eucalyptus this morning, so it's already stirred. Okay. Now, I'm going to use this transfer really quick again. If I was not using it quickly, I would have to wash it, but because I am just using it really quickly again, it's fine just to kind of move it over and use it. Let's just get it down there, y'all. And make sure it's in there. And I'm going to lift it slowly just to make sure that it actually went, since it is my second application with it right after the other one. Yep, it did. Okay. So and there you have it. So that's the bottom part. Super cute, right? Okay, so I got that one. And then my barn. Okay, so now let's do the last piece. So I'm just going to keep this up here and let them dry while I finish this last one. If you're just hopping on, hit the heart button. Okay, now I'm going to use my windmill. This is really the part that I didn't know what I was going to do. And I am going to have to wash this because I am going to use this on this one. So you'll get to see how to wash them. Very easy. Very, very easy. So we'll put it down and just get my water. And this is our board eraser, okay? So you literally, are you serious right now? That's the worst sound ever. Oh, y'all, goodness. I normally take these to my sink and do it. I don't love that sound. That's horrible. All right, just one little side here. Let's hope this. Ugh, y'all, and let me do it on this. That's terrible. Horrible. I'm gonna do it on my fuzzing cloth because I don't want that paper towel on it. Probably not the greatest idea, but it'll be okay. I'll wash my fuzzing cloth. Okay, so just so I get it out of the silk screen, I'm good. Alrighty. Oh, horrible. Awful sound. Okay, so I'm going to put the windmill here, and I think I'm going to put Simply Blessed here, and I think those are going to go up the side. We're going to go with it. You soak mine in a ball. You know, that's really a good idea, Mitzi. I've seen some other people that do that, and most of the time, when I am doing these, I don't use the same one, you know, so I don't really have to do it. But I do forget sometimes while I'm down here because I'm in the basement and I have to go upstairs to do it all. I'll get busy doing another craft after I do these and totally forget, so it's dried. So that's a great idea. Thank you. I will do that. All right. So I'm just going to put that there. I believe that there. Yep. Alrighty. And I'm going to do this in gray. And or Storm, I should say. That's the color of the paste, is Storm. It's a beautiful color. I love it. It's really a gray. Excess in there. Let me just get this off of here. Yeah, I'm really glad you said that, Mitzi, because it's a great idea. Okay. Perfect. Love it. Okay. Let's put this back on here. Now I'm going to dry it a little because I'm going to use another transfer. Now, I did get some, let me get my little tool right here, because I did get it off in there. I must have had some fuzz or something under it. And that just cleans it right up. Love it. Completely cleans it up. Okay. So dry that. And normally, if I was too worried about another transfer going on top of that, again, I would wax it with our surface wax just to create a barrier so that it would not pull it up. But I'm really not getting too much on the chalk surfaces with the other transfers I'm using. Okay. So let's use the Simply Blessed. Well, if I can get it off here, we're going to use it. Okay. So another thing I realized, which I just did it, when I went back and watched my videos, was I say so a lot. So. I told y'all, Crazy Crafter. I think that's what I'm going to change my name from Dust to Beauty Designs to Crazy Crafter. I think it suits me well. It's okay, I embrace it. Embrace. Alright. I'm going to do this in the blue. I know I'm not getting really bold and crazy with my colors, but I, again, use a lot of colored flowers in my decorations. So I kind of like, you know, especially when I'm doing something for my tier tray, I kind of like them more muted colors. But you can certainly use whatever color, whatever you wanted to use. You could certainly do that. So, definitely. Okay. So pretty. I love it. Easy peasy. Simply Blessed. And then again, I'm going to use my little vines on this one as well. I just think that gives it just a little, I don't know. Well, not like that, Shonda. Because guess what, y'all? I forgot that it was still wet. So, these are the little things that happen. You know, I watch other people's videos and I'm like, okay, it really happens. We're not perfect and we mess up and we do things. But the cool thing is you can really fix these very simply. Very easily. All right. How about we dry this one this time? Just dry it real quick. Okay. Now, let me see. Make sure that's not going to get on there. Let me see where I want this. I know it looks kind of the same as the other, but I was going to put it on the bottom. be kind of the same as up there. I think I'm just going to do it the same. Because again, I'm not going to stack mine, so it'll be okay. Let's use this one. And let's go from this side. Now, you know, it don't have to be perfect. I know I try to make it perfect as I possibly can always. I don't know why, but I just do. But it really don't have to be. In fact, a lot of the farmhouse designs and things, I think that's what makes them so unique, is the imperfections of it, or the, oh, hold on. See, that did not get through. I feel like the imperfections of it, or the, you know, I think that's what makes it really cool. Well, I made it kind of double, but that's okay. All right. So sweet, so cute. Okay, so let me show you what we got. This one, and this one. So cute, y'all. Now again, I'm not going to stack mine, so I know I have my little leaf there, but that's just my preference. I love it. That's it, y'all. That's what I have. So don't forget, you want to get in the club. You've got 2 days left. You got until tomorrow. That's it. So this is the club. If you want any more information, hit the heart button and type in club, and I'll be glad to send you the information. Thanks, y'all, and have a great rest of your Sunday, and have a wonderful week. Bye.